Sammy the Friendly Snowman and the Lost Treasure. It was the kind of winter morning that seemed plucked straight from a holiday postcard. The small town of Frostwood was blanketed in snow, and every rooftop, tree branch, and fence sparkled like they'd been sprinkled with sugar. In a cheerful yellow house at the end of Maple Lane, two siblings, Olivia and Noah, were gearing up for an epic snow day. Olivia, the older sister, pulled on her bright red scarf. She was 10 years old, with a big imagination and a knack for adventure. Noah, who was 7, struggled with his boots, but grinned up at her as he finally managed to tug them on. He loved following Olivia on all her wild escapades. "Are you ready?" Olivia asked, tightening her gloves. "Ready," Noah said, grabbing a carrot from the kitchen counter. "Let's build the best snowman ever." The backyard stretched wide, a perfect canvas of untouched snow. The siblings got to work rolling 3 giant snowballs, one for the base, one for the middle, and one for the head. Olivia expertly balanced the snowballs, while Noah ran inside to grab pebbles for eyes, sticks for arms, and, of course, the carrot for the nose. After an hour of hard work, their creation stood proudly before them. He was tall and sturdy, with a cozy blue scarf borrowed from their dad and a jaunty old hat Olivia had found in the garage. "Let's call him Sammy," Noah declared, brushing snow off his mittens. "Sammy the Snowman," Olivia agreed with a grin. "He looks perfect." As they stood back to admire their masterpiece, something incredible happened. Sammy's pebble eyes blinked. His stick arm stretched, and his carrot nose wiggled as he came to life. "Well, hello there," Sammy said in a warm, deep voice. "Thank you for bringing me to life." "I'm Sammy, and I'm here to help." Olivia and Noah froze in shock. Then, excitement bubbled up like hot chocolate on a cold day. "You're alive," Noah exclaimed. "A talking snowman. This is the best day ever." "Indeed, I am," Sammy said, chuckling. "I come to life whenever kind and creative children like you build me. Now, what can I do for you today?" Before Olivia or Noah could answer, a faint cry came from the woods behind their house. "Help! Somebody, please help." The siblings exchanged worried looks. "It's coming from the forest," Olivia said. "We have to check it out." Without hesitation, they ran toward the sound, with Sammy waddling behind them. The snowy woods were a magical sight, with sunlight streaming through the branches and glittering snowflakes falling softly around them. Soon, they found a boy sitting in the snow, his sled overturned and tears streaming down his cheeks. "Are you okay?" Olivia asked gently, kneeling beside him. The boy looked up. He had messy brown hair and red cheeks from crying. "I'm Charlie," he said between sobs. "I lost my grandpa's map. It's really important, and now I can't find it anywhere." "What kind of map?" Noah asked, curious. "It's an old map of the woods," Charlie explained. "Grandpa gave it to me to keep safe, but I was sledding too fast, and it flew out of my hands. He's going to be so upset with me." Sammy knelt beside Charlie, his frosty presence strangely comforting. "Don't worry, Charlie. We'll help you find the map. But first, tell us the truth. Did you lose it by accident, or were you being careless?" Charlie hesitated, looking down at his boots. Finally, he admitted, "I was showing off, going down the steepest hill. I wasn't paying attention, and the wind took it." Sammy nodded kindly. "Thank you for being honest. That's the first step toward solving any problem. Now let's get that map back." With renewed determination, the group began searching the woods. Sammy used his carrot nose like a compass, sniffing for any sign of the lost map. Olivia and Noah worked as a team, scouring the snowy ground while encouraging Charlie not to give up. The search wasn't easy. The wind had scattered fresh snow everywhere, making it difficult to find anything. Along the way, Sammy kept the group's spirits high by telling funny stories about his previous adventures with other children. He had a knack for making everyone laugh, even when the task seemed impossible. Finally, they reached a clearing where the wind had created a giant snowdrift. Something shiny peeked out from beneath the snow. "There it is," Sammy exclaimed, pointing with his stick arm. Olivia and Noah rushed over, digging through the snow with their mittened hands. Sure enough, they found the map, a little crumpled but still intact. Charlie's face lit up with relief and gratitude. "Thank you so much," Charlie said, clutching the map to his chest. "I was so worried I'd never see it again. You all saved me." Olivia smiled. "We're glad we could help." But Sammy's right, it was your honesty that really made the difference. Sammy beamed, his pebble eyes twinkling. "Exactly. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is the best way to start fixing them. Now, Charlie, this map must be pretty special. Why is it so important?" Charlie's cheeks turned red, but this time from excitement rather than embarrassment. "It's my grandpa's treasure map. He made it years ago when he was a kid. He says there's something really valuable hidden in the woods, and he wanted me to have the adventure of finding it." "A treasure map!" Noah exclaimed, his eyes wide with excitement. "Can we help you look for the treasure?" Charlie hesitated, but then he grinned. "You've already helped so much. Of course, you can come along. We can all find it together. An adventure," Olivia said, her eyes sparkling. "Let's do it." Sammy chuckled. "Well, I suppose I'd better tag along too. You'll need someone to guide you through the snow." With everyone in agreement, they studied the map closely. It showed a series of landmarks scattered through the woods, a crooked pine tree, a frozen stream, and a large boulder shaped like a bear. The final destination was marked with a big X near an old oak tree. The group set off, their spirits high. The first landmark, the crooked pine tree, wasn't hard to find. Its trunk twisted like a candy cane, standing out starkly against the other straight, towering trees. From there, they followed the map's directions to the frozen stream, where they stopped to skip small stones across the icy surface. As they walked, they talked about what the treasure might be. Noah imagined a chest filled with gold coins and sparkling jewels. Olivia thought it might be something magical, like an enchanted snow globe. Charlie, however, said, "My grandpa always says the best treasures are the ones that come from the heart." I think it might be something like that. The journey wasn't without challenges. At one point, they reached a steep hill covered in slippery ice. Sammy, ever resourceful, turned himself into a sled, letting the children ride down on his snowy back one by one. His laughter echoed through the woods as they slid safely to the bottom. When they reached the large bear-shaped boulder, the children were growing tired, but their excitement kept them going. The old oak tree wasn't far now. Olivia led the way, holding the map, while Noah and Charlie trudged behind her. Sammy brought up the rear, humming a cheerful tune. Finally, they reached the clearing where the oak tree stood. Its massive branches stretched wide, dusted with snow, and its trunk had a big X carved into the bark. "This is it," Charlie said, his voice trembling with excitement. "The treasure is here." The children began digging in the snow at the base of the tree. Sammy used his stick arms to help, scooping large chunks of snow out of the way. After several minutes of digging, their hands hit something solid. "It's a box," Olivia exclaimed. Together, they pulled out a small wooden chest, its surface worn but sturdy. Charlie carefully opened the lid. Inside, they found not gold or jewels, but something even more precious, a bundle of letters tied with a red ribbon, a stack of black and white photographs, and an old journal. Each item was filled with memories and stories from Charlie's grandfather's life. Charlie's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of joy. "This is my grandpa's treasure," he said softly. "These are all his memories. He wanted me to have them so I could always remember where I come from." Noah looked a little disappointed there weren't any gold coins, but Olivia nudged him. "This is even better than gold," she whispered. "It's a treasure you can't put a price on." Sammy nodded in agreement. Your grandpa is a wise man, Charlie. True treasures are the ones that connect us to the people we love. The group sat under the oak tree for a while, flipping through the journal and looking at the photographs. Each one told a story of adventure, laughter, and love. Charlie promised to share the stories with his grandpa when he got home. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting the woods in golden light, Sammy stood up and stretched his stick arms. "It's time for me to go, my friends," he said with a gentle smile. "You've learned something important today. Honesty and responsibility are treasures in themselves. Keep those lessons close, and you'll always find your way." Olivia and Noah felt a pang of sadness, but smiled bravely. "Goodbye, Sammy," Olivia said. "Thank you for everything." "Goodbye," Noah called, waving. Sammy waddled back toward the clearing where he had come to life. As the last rays of sunlight touched him, he stopped moving, becoming an ordinary snowman once more. The children and Charlie stood quietly for a moment, then headed home, carrying the treasure chest carefully. They knew they would never forget this day. Back at home, Olivia and Noah built another snowman the next morning, hoping Sammy might come to life again someday. Until then, they would treasure the lessons he had taught them and share the story with everyone they knew. The end. If you're having fun with our stories, we'd love for you to join us for more. Just click subscribe and come along on every new adventure. Until next time. Bye-bye.